If you've ever walked into a room and immediately felt like the least intelligent person there, not because of something that was said, but because of something you believed, this video is for you. On this channel, I talk about building a stable inner foundation, not by fixing yourself, but by understanding the patterns that quietly run our lives. And today, I want to share one of the deepest patterns I lived from for most of my life. For a long time, I believed I was the stupidest person in the room. Not insecure, not doubtful. It felt like knowledge, like truth. It wasn't a harsh inner voice I could argue with. It was a core belief so deeply rooted that I didn't even recognize it as a belief. I didn't hear it saying anything. I just knew I wasn't good enough. And because of that, everything I saw in the world seemed to confirm it. That belief shaped my entire life. I couldn't have the boyfriend I really wanted because I believed I wasn't worthy. I knew he wouldn't even look at me or speak to me. I felt I had to do extraordinary things just to get attention. I could never just be myself. Others could do that, of course they could, but I couldn't. And even when I pushed myself to do extraordinary things, people didn't really take me seriously. Some groups wouldn't talk to me, and teachers didn't give me high grades unless I completely pushed myself beyond my limits. I had to leave myself behind, abandon myself just to succeed a little. Living like that was exhausting, and it was deeply sad. Because when you live from a belief like that, you are always trying to prove your right to exist. You are never at rest. For a long time, I didn't try to change this because I didn't even see it as something that could be changed. It just felt like truth. The turning point came when I began to acknowledge my shame. I realized that shame was holding me in place. A deep shame around being who I was. Shame made it impossible for me to show myself, to speak freely, to relax into who I am. I couldn't fix this by becoming more confident, more intelligent, or more impressive. I had to meet the shame first. For me, shame felt like in my body, like a thick wall around me. Every time I tried to get close to it, it felt like I was losing all control and became wildly afraid. It was like being exposed even when no one was looking. Instead of pushing through it, I began to give myself into it, very gently. Softness became my core practice. It was the complete opposite of what I had learned. I was used to being harsh with myself, pushing myself, telling myself I wasn't clever enough, not good enough, not trying hard enough. That energy ran me every single day. Softness felt unfamiliar at first, almost unsafe. But slowly it changed everything. With softness, I could stay present with the shame without collapsing and without attacking myself. And only then could I take small steps, very small steps, saying how I felt, sharing what I liked, letting myself be seen just a little. One of the most shameful beliefs I carried was the thought that nobody liked me. So one day I said to myself, nobody likes me and that's okay. That acceptance became a turning point. Because if I had already accepted that, then there was nothing left to protect. I could begin to show myself without constantly trying to earn permission to exist. It wasn't a perfect process, but it was honest. And over time, something shifted. That deep belief that I was stupid, unworthy, and less than began to loosen its grip. Not because I argued with it, but because I stopped abandoning myself in its presence. If you live with a belief that you never question, you won't think your way out of it. For me, it started by staying with the shame and choosing softness again and again. If you recognize yourself in that quiet belief of not being good enough, there is nothing wrong with you. That belief is not who you are. It is something you learned. And anything learned can slowly be unlearned. Not by force, not by fixing yourself, but by meeting yourself with softness, one small step at a time. This is what the Fundament method is about for me, creating a stable inner ground where you don't have to prove your worth, where you can begin to rest inside yourself. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.